Well, here we are back again for the second part of day 3 lesson. In this second part, we are going to see another 10 sentences. It's day 3, so just take your copybook and copy here. Day 3, okay? Day 3, part 2, we're gonna learn more 10 sentences. Remember that we are studying the auxiliary verb can, and now we are studying interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences. Or we are studying questions, okay? Questions. Interrogative sentences are equal questions. So when we study questions, you need to use the question mark. The question mark, okay? The question mark. Do not forget to put the question mark on the end of your sentence, at the end of your sentences. Use the question mark. Okay, so let's get started. Our first question, in fact, will be sentence number 51, okay? And then we got 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and 60. And here we are. We already have from 51 to 60. We have already learned 60 sentences from 1,000 sentences we are going to learn at the next 12 weeks. That's our challenge, okay? So let's get started. Our first sentence is, can I learn? Can I learn? Repeat after me, okay? Can I learn? That's an L, okay? Can you see that that's an L? Can I learn? Next question is, can I ask? Can I ask? That's what we are doing now, okay? We are asking sentences. Ask is the act of asking questions. You ask a question, and when you ask a question, somebody else answers that, okay? So next sentence is, can I answer? Can I answer? So when you ask a question, somebody else needs to answer it, and so ask and answer. Next question, can I help? Can I help? Can I help? Next question, can I open? Can I open? And when you open, the opposite of open is close. And so next question is, can I close? So you see that you got here verbs that are related to each other. So you have ask and answer. You have open and close. Sentence 57. Can I fly? Can I fly? Sentence 58. Can I think? Can I think? Can I think about it, for example? Can I think? Somebody asks you a question and you do not need to answer immediately. So you can ask the person, can I think about it? Can I think about it? Well, you think about something. When somebody else asks you a question, You do not need to answer immediately. You need to, sometimes you need to think about it, okay? Think about what are you going to answer to that person. So somebody else asks, you think about it, and then after that you answer the question. That's very interesting because all of these verbs are one verb related to each other, okay? So, the last two sentences. Can I check in? Can I check in? When you arrive at the airport, you need to check in for your flight. And so, you can check in, you also can check out. Can I check out? Can I check out? When you arrive at the hotel, you need to check in at the hotel. When you leave the hotel, you need to check out from the hotel, okay? So, can I fly? When you fly, for example, when you fly from one place to the other, you can fly from São Paulo to New York, for example. You fly from São Paulo to New York. You check in at the airline so you can have your tickets so you can fly. And then when you arrive at the place, for example, when you arrive at New York, and then you go to a hotel, and then you need to check in at this hotel. And when you leave New York to come back to São Paulo, you need to check out from the hotel. So you leave the hotel because you are coming back home to São Paulo. That's all of these verbs are related. One verb is related to each other, okay? So check in, check out, fly, think can be related to ask and answer. Think can be related to what you learn. Okay, so here we are at the end of this lesson with 20 sentences for today, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sentence, part 2 plus the sentence from part 1, you've got a 20 sentence for today. That's all for today. See you next class.